welcome to this week's episode of Chasing the Whimsy. I'm your host, Ben, and we are here with...
Liam.
How you doing, buddy?
Good.
We missed you last week.
I thought it was 2 weeks.
101, you were here. 102 was Megan. I did a get-to-know co-host, Megan. I hinted and alluded that you might be a little bit more absent because I'll let you explain it in a minute, but you might be extra training. You got a big trip coming up. Birthday's coming up. So you got a lot of stuff coming up. So, I don't think you've missed that many episodes. I'm pretty sure this is 103. We'll find out. Take me back to 2 weeks ago Saturday. Ooh, yes.
Do you have like a thing where you can change the logo on the episodes I'm not on and Megan's on?
We could. Yeah, that's actually that hard. So that way when you're flipping through, you can know which ones were Megan versus you. Should I do one for the solos, like the old man dads?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. It's not impossible. I can definitely go in and I think I can go in and update all the individual pages. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'll look at it.
Go ahead.
2 weeks ago Saturday, your mom's birthday. So that's why we didn't have you last week, because your mom's birthday. But before...
Mom's birthday wasn't on Saturday, but...
Right. But that Saturday, what happened?
So... It is my national qualifiers.
For wrestling?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And this is separate from school. This isn't a school thing. This is... Any kid who wants to join a club or whatever could wrestle.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I stayed the night at my friend's house, and he was actually overweight, and his scale said I was on weight, right?
Okay.
And because he was on weight. So, we wake up, we get there, and I weigh myself in again, and I'm on weight. And then I get to the tournament, and I have him weigh in first, and the scale that he weighed in at home was exactly right, so I'm like, I'll be fine then. I weigh in, I'm 0.2 over.
And that's for your 146.
57.
No, but the weight class you want to be in, or originally idea was 146, right? Okay. So you're slightly over 146, which means...
I was way heavier than that. I was
okay.
Trying to go 157s.
Okay. Okay.
And then I missed weight, and then I had to go to 65s.
So you're now wrestling in 165s.
So I was like really, really scared, and I was like, I'm gonna go 0-2 today. There's no way I'm qualifying. So, my first match comes up, and the way they held it was really weird. So I didn't know I was up until like the match at next.
Right.
So I'm warming up, and I'm like looking at the kids that I'm gonna wrestle later, my future matches, and I was like, these kids are not the best.
Okay.
And the best kid had to bye first, so I didn't get to see him. But I saw the really bad kids.
But the idea right now is that because you just missed your weight, you're at the very bottom of the 160 class. So
I don't think it matters, honestly.
Conceptually, they got, 6 or 7 pounds on you?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then, also my first match, I can show you after, but I just dominated.
Okay.
It wasn't even close. He didn't score a point on me.
Okay. 10-0 or something like that?
Yeah, I teched him. It's freestyle now.
Okay.
So, then after that, I was all pumped up. I was like, okay, I got this. So then I wrestled my second match, and that's my qualifying match.
Okay.
So if I win that match, I qualify, and wipe the floor with that kid too.
Nice.
He only got 1 point because of a push out. That's dumb and stupid. Dominated him, all pumped up. Third match, I wrestled like a good D1 school's varsity kid, and I did pretty well against him, and I didn't get tagged. It went to a decision. No, I did get teched, but it's easier in freestyle. And then my last match dogged on that kid too. So then I ended up getting second at the qualifier, and then I'm going to the national level now.
All right. So last time we had talked, we had this qualifying which says this is like the because there's these kids that you beat, they can still wrestle and still qualify somewhere else down the line, right? There's a couple other tournaments, but this is the first tournament to get into qualifying.
This tournament's kind of the most important one because it holds your spot.
Right. Okay.
So and my stuff since you guys already paid, thank you. my hotel's booked, my flight's booked, like I'm going. So
for 9 days in June.
2 weeks after my Colorado trip.
Colorado, come home for a day, then fly back out. Fargo.
But I'm excited. There's like beach wrestling. I get to stay in a hotel with my friends, I think, and that's the best.
It's always trouble. You're gonna be gone the summer. You're for a month. We're not gonna because Colorado's still 12 days, right?
9 as well.
Yeah.
And when I get home, no offense, I'm not gonna want to go. I'm just gonna want
100%.
to stay.
Well, I could maybe record an extra one with Megan, and then maybe we just hang out or something, and just chill, relax, or I don't even know what the dates are.
Come down to my side and go get dinner with me.
Yeah.
Ask how it was and stuff, something like that.
Yeah.
Well, but there's beach wrestling. I have the schedule on my phone. But
how you doing, Sophia? Hey, Sophie, what did you do today?
I went to my dad's.
You went to your dad's. What else did you do?
Playing outside in my backyard.
We did play outside. What did you play with?
I don't know.
What was the mat that we have?
And then I played outside and watered my plants.
You did water your plants.
And
We played lawn darts.
I played on.
What movie are you watching?
Smurf Rescue.
Who's your favorite Smurf? Did you say you wanted to be Smurfette? So we just want to paint you blue? Hey, don't you have a ribbon at home? A green one?
Yeah.
What'd you get the green ribbon for? How did you do?
In my next class. I go in my next class now.
Very cool.
But when I went down, I was with an octopus.
Ooh.
That's because I love octopuses. There's a lot of those things, and I love them.
I fell. Now I have to go.
All right, so we got beach wrestling.
Where's my phone? You want me to do an ad while I'm looking this up?
Patreon.com/chasing the whimsy.
So what's coming up on Patreon?
We ordered blankets, so we have blankets on their way out. For $4, you can help support Jason the Whimsy. Let's do some cool stuff. For $10 is the gift tier. Every other month, I will send you some exclusive merch.
But you can't, if you sign up on that odd month, you can't get the gift that week or that month, right?
Right. If for whatever reason, if you sign up this month, you're not going to get the March gift, and then you'd have to wait until May to get the gift. So if anybody's listening and wants to still get the March gift, by all means, reach out to me. We'll figure out how to get the extra couple of dollars. We can get you the gifts and get you back on the right cycle.
How many of those Patreon gifts do I have?
How many extras do I order for? For $4, $10. They can give me $10 a month. You might technically have some merch laying around.
I do have, like, there's stuff everywhere, and I'm sure if I just asked, I could have just seized it.
Yeah, but some of these I have to keep within budget, so I have to I can only order like 8 paid, so I can only buy like 9-ish. But do you know what else we do with the Patreon? $1 from every person that is a member. Do you know where that money goes?
Charity?
Which charity?
I don't even know.
It's the Christmas one.
Is that what it's called? Is that what it's the Christmas one?
The Family Assistance Program for the holidays. So, yeah, it's interesting. So we're raising a little bit of money. Chasing the Whimsy is whatchamacallit. We've committed to $500. We're donating $500.
And where did
and then
what on the podcast was like, is there anything else that we would do in the future? Or would it just be work with them? Like, would it have other charities?
If you have another charity, I would be happy to. And if any listeners have a different charity that could use some help, by all means, we can definitely split it up. We'll do, Jason the Whimsy does the Family Assistance Program, and Patreon does Children's Hospital or something to help somebody else. I have no problem moving the money around a little bit to help a different charity. But right now, it's the only one that we've that's shown an interest that we were able to speak with. So, but yeah, that's Chasing the Whimsy, or patreon.com/Chasing the Whimsy.
Yeah, but I have the schedule up here now.
Okay. This is for Fargo.
So I'm guessing I need to get there on Sunday, because it says wrestler doors open at 7 a.m.
Okay.
Monday, July 14th. Never mind. Hang on. Sorry. Get there on Thursday, July 10th. Pre-tournament registration and officials media credential pickup. 5 p.m. to 9.
So that's where you need to pick up your lanyard, your schedule, all your little gift bag.
So. No, my gift bag is going to be before that, because we're going to have to do like the photo shoot.
Oh, okay, cool.
Stuff, which is going to be fun as well.
So what's the photo shoot for? So who are you wrestling with, the club?
I'm wrestling for the state of Arizona. I'm representing Arizona.
So all Arizona kids are going to be in the photo.
There will be a team photo, but yes, I'll have my own individual ones as well.
Right. Okay.
Friday, level 1 UWW course, session 1. This is for the officials. Tournament registration and housing check-in.
Okay.
And then media credential pickup.
Okay.
For the girls, roster verification, pairing, meetings.
Okay.
Saturday, doors open for the girls. The girls wrestle. Looks like all of Saturday. Sunday looks like it's all of girls again.
Okay. So real quick, so you get there Thursday-ish. Friday, you're picking up some stuff. Saturday, Sunday, what are you doing while the girls are wrestling?
Watching them, because we had a girl qualify. So.
Oh, very cool.
And we hope to have, I think, maybe 1-2 more.
Okay. And then these are pretty long 8-10 hour days, probably.
You want to see how long it says it'll be?
Do you know how many people will be attending for the wrestling?
8 a.m. to 2 p.m. for the first session, 30 to 8 p.m. the second session. So for junior girls, 16U girls, and then session 3, 9 a.m. to 11:30, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. junior girls, and then we have our roster verification that day. And then it does not look like we wrestle until we have to weigh in twice, but that's fine, because I'm way underweight. So weigh in at 6 p.m. that night so we can eat in the morning. That is a blessing in disguise. So then it is 16U girls beach wrestling.
Is there like a training camp? Because there's gonna be a lot of downtime. I know that you guys want to support and watch her, but conceptually, there's no reason that you need to be watching both squads each day.
No, I'd probably just be in the hotel if I'm being honest.
Okay, but Okay, so you guys get some downtime, get your head all focused.
I think we'll do practices as well, but
Right.
it does. So it looks like we're gonna be getting there on Thursday, and we won't wrestle until 3:30 on Monday. 16U boys freestyle.
So, and I believe that this nationals is doing freestyle and Greco.
So the like I said, this is another reason I'm like very like
Yeah.
blessed to qualify at the national qualifiers is because I'm wrestling for both now.
Okay.
So I've guaranteed 4 matches,
Okay.
no matter what. And if I just qualified at like say Greco State or Freestyle State,
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't have been able to wrestle.
The other format.
And then if I continue, there will be the session 5, and it doesn't look like Greco starts until Friday.
Okay.
So it'll be.
So you're wrestling Monday and then again on Friday.
Oh my god! Okay.
Like that's a
So-
whack schedule, man.
And Thursday, beach wrestling for us.
Mhm.
16U the weigh-ins. Wednesday is more wrestling if I make it that far. So say I get out the first day, I have to wait 4 days to wrestle.
But as long as you keep winning, you're wrestling Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. In theory, Thursday off, and then you're back to the second format on Friday.
I don't know if our coach is going to keep us there the entire time or if I can fly home after. Like, am I going to have to be there for...
No, there's no way you're flying home.
Yeah.
Like for a day and then going back out. It's exciting.
And then you know what day my school usually starts?
It's like the last, like Thursday of July. Typically.
I get home on July 19th.
So you'll have a week. Maybe we do that thing again where my schedule's all jacked up at work, but worst case, like when you do come home, you're just like, do nothing here, like we did last year. So
I'll have my permit then, I think. No, October.
So let's see. You're mentally ready for it. You physically you were a little bit off, but you still did well, qualified.
My technique was good, and I feel like I had a really good gas tank.
Okay, good.
Physically, I was there before 157.
All right. Now, realistically, what are some of the challenges that you have now, technically being in a higher weight class? What are some of the things that you need to overcome now, in addition to where you were before?
One, I need to start working with the heavier kids so I can know what it's like feels like to wrestle them.
Right, because you got to be like 7 pounds isn't that much, but it's also 4 matches, 10 minutes each kid. So now you're trying to roll an extra 7 pounds all day.
And then now lifting.
Okay.
Lifting to get myself stronger so I can work better with that weight.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I put some mango.
Yeah, good.
another struggle is kind of like not believing in myself and being like, because the 165 is kind of an easy weight class. So maybe when I get there, looking at the other kids I have to wrestle, not being so confident and just kind of being nervous. And because right now I feel fine, but then I feel like when I get to when I see the stadium for the first time, all the nerves are gonna come to me and like lose my mind a little bit, because I lost my mind at freshman state, and that was nowhere near as close to 30 mats and a dome where like football games.
And you took second in that at 135.
44s.
44. I'm always like one off. So, do you think you'll be ready? Okay, no. How about this? Are you confident that you're going to be able to put up a good effort while you're there?
Yeah. Like, I know I'm a good wrestler and I know my abilities, so I know I'll do good.
All right, we're back. So, you're confident that you're gonna put up a good. effort?
I think I'll win one or two matches. For freestyle. Greco, I think I'm going to go into.
Because because the schools don't use that format, right?
I have trained in 0 minutes in Greco.
And that one is just different because there's no down position.
No, you can't touch the legs.
And it's all just...
It's like freestyle, but you can't touch legs.
And then you get points for just... Every time you get out, you get points.
If you get out, no points. Do some research, and you should do that on a live show. You should research the rules of wrestling,
okay,
and then come back to me and show that you've...
Like, I get where you're at, but the irony is I'm like, you've done zero research for almost anything that we've done.
You're the research guy, so...
I guess. Denver. Is that a tournament, too?
There's tournaments everywhere.
No, but I mean, the reason you go to Denver is what tournament is that?
I don't go to Denver.
Colorado.
It's in Gunnison.
Whatever.
It's just a wrestling tournament with a bunch of schools from different states at this D2 college. So
in theory, June, you could be coming home with a grip of medal.
Grip.
Like, you're like, boom, dominated Colorado, dominated nationals. What does winning nationals do for you academically and professionally?
So, well, one, I'd be an All-American, so it would put me on the market. Like, everyone would know who I am.
Okay.
And that would also mean that I'm the best wrestler at my weight, at that style of sport, at my age group.
So you're scoutable. Okay. Do you have to have good grades to do nationals?
Mm-mm. It's all out of school.
You can just be some bum.
Yeah, but if I want to get scouted, I have to have good grades.
All right. This week, you're a little worn out, so we're kind of just chilled today.
I think I'm I think I'm gonna take this entire spring break off.
Okay.
Because that's what my coach said I can do, so I should do.
Well, we're all super proud of you. Like, I didn't want to be shitty, but like, I didn't think you were to go so into it. So thank you for, because we're all interested in what you're doing. So it's super cool that you got your qualifying, and then so that's in the summer, and you're done with the school wrestling. All right. How you ready for school to be out?
It's already.
Huh?
It's already. It's not like I dislike my teachers. I just don't like what I'm doing.
Right. Busy summer. It's gonna be good. Super proud of you. We will. There was a conversation between me and your mom of, is she going to fly up to Fargo? Will I go up to Fargo? We didn't know what the schedule was because this was last week when we talked. So knowing that you wrestle Monday and Friday and then some in between, I don't know. We'll see. But in theory, they should be doing all the matches live on there's an app, right? A wrestling app. So maybe we do like a viewing party. That'd be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be interesting. So, well, thank you for keeping us updated on the wrestling. It's interesting. Obviously, you'll be back on between now and then, so you have to let us know how it is in that weight class, what you're doing to kind of discipline yourself to stay in that weight class. If you, for whatever reason, lost a bunch of weight, and you're technically not in that weight class anymore because you qualified at 165, do you have to wrestle the same? So if you were to like drop down to like 43, you're gonna still have to wrestle.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's good to know that they don't disqualify you for being underweight. All right. Second part of this show, real quick. I got some Whimsy Z's. Okay, we're still doing those. We can go brief, but I'd like to get some of your feedback for them because Dean and Danielle asked a couple of questions, and I think I'm too old, and/or it's a different time to kind of to fully answer. So I'd be curious to see what you come up with. Question one: what are you doing to? Are you doing anything as far as like attempting to look for jobs and/or next steps for college? Like, are you looking into college at all?
Jobs, no.
Okay.
Wrestling is way too busy for me, and I don't have the time for a job now.
Okay.
And then college, in my AVID class at school, I've looked into a bunch of stuff like ASU and being a secondary teacher.
A secondary?
I mean, high school.
Okay. So you have at least, so as a freshman, you have at least identified you're interested in the teaching field. Now, what do you need to do as a freshman to prepare yourself for college? What do you have to do to prepare yourself for college and to move forward into the teaching?
All I know is that I have to continue to like try and have good grades, and continue to be a good wrestler, and make sure my coach has good things to say to scouts.
Okay, so you're in a position of you're more or less banking on wrestling getting you to college.
No.
Okay.
If I can wrestle at ASU, that'd be amazing. But that's a D1 school, so it would be really hard to get into. So, wrestling's not a career.
No, but if you get a scholarship and they pay for it, 100%.
I think if I get like a D2 offer, I would do it.
Okay.
But D3 is just not worth it.
Right. Okay. So you're going to use wrestling a little bit to kind of help. Have you applied any of your discipline in wrestling into your schooling?
No, it's sad to say, but
Okay.
at least I'm being honest.
In your AVID class, do they do you need to be super focused on college right today, as a freshman, or is that like a junior senior type of thing?
Junior senior type of thing.
All right. You think moving into next year you'll start getting a little bit more focus on the grades in the school?
Yeah. I also just need like I always start off so strong, but then I like dip really bad.
Are you taking any classes? Are there classes in high school that you can do, like electives and stuff that you can do to help prepare you for college and/or teaching?
Yeah, there's a class to help teaching, but then AVID's getting taken away, so my college knowledge is not going to be very good. And I'm taking psychology with my head wrestling coach.
Okay. Oh, very cool.
And my wrestling weights.
Do you plan on going to college right after high school?
Yeah, you get it over with.
Okay. No gap year?
No.
You don't get the scholarship. You do the community college thing for a minute and then go to the university? Or you just try to go all university?
I don't know yet.
But it is something. So okay, so Dean is also a freshman. So what suggestions or advice do you have for him as far as preparing for college? Dean, one of the Whimsy kids who's may or may not be.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Does he need to freak out and worry that he has to have an answer today?
No, but okay. I would do what like I kind of haven't done, and it's like just kind of focus on your grades more than anything else. And I think he plays sports, right?
Nothing yet. We're gonna. He's doing a lot of the online school, but I think next year he wants to go to in-person school. So there.
He didn't play. He thought he said he played baseball.
He wanted to do like volleyball, but that kind of fell apart on him. So
I don't think I know who Dean is, but
no, you've never met Dean.
okay, so never mind.
Yeah, I think you got him and Mark mixed up.
Yeah. Well, one, I don't think online school is the best choice.
Okay.
You're not like, I feel like he's gonna fall behind, but that's not my business. If he's doing better on online school, then yeah.
Well, I think from what I've seen, very little, that online schooling, they're doing better grade wise. But what is the benefit that if you had the choice of going online or because you were one of the COVID school kids, right? So what was it? If we gave you the chance to go to online school versus in-person school, which one would you pick and why?
Online school sucked. I hated it.
Okay.
And I love seeing my friends during school.
Okay.
And I like having connections with my teachers. I like being like someone well known on campus.
Okay. Because your friends, your teachers, when you build those relationships, kind of like a support group. Because I know that you also care a lot about what they think of you too. So it kind of helps motivate you a little bit to not be a total douchebag.
Yeah.
All right.
Next question.
Danielle. She's the youngest. I think she's 12 now, will be 13. So she's going to get ready to go into high school soon. What do you do when you hear, not necessarily to you, but you're walking in the halls, but you hear somebody being mean to somebody else? Is it something that you would step in and address, or how do you tell a teacher what's going on?
That's an awkward thing. I don't really think I've ever stood up for someone, actually.
Okay.
I might have, I just don't remember, because those things aren't like big to me. Like, it doesn't really make me feel better about like myself, kind of. Like, I think if I did, I would forget about it because I'd be helping them more than me. So I don't. It's weird because I feel like I don't want to just say what you want to hear, like I would
Right.
do it, but
Well, I mean, to be
I don't
fair,
think I
there's
did.
100 other kids walking by seeing it, and nobody's doing anything.
if it was really bad, yeah.
Okay.
But I don't really pay attention either. So.
Okay. If it was one of your friends, do you step in?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, stranger, gauge how bad it is. And then, obviously, friends, you go to the mats.
They would do the same thing for me. So.
Okay. What would you do if you were being bullied like that?
I'd just punch them in the face. No, I'm not. As much as I sound like it, I'm not a fighter. Like,
Yeah.
in school, I'm not. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I just disregard everything they say. But like, for example, there was this kid out of the wrestling tournament who beat like all of our 106 kids and did a move that's really embarrassing on one of them, and like was going around telling all of them that he would do it to them.
Right.
And then I was like, you know what, you're a D head, and I just walked away.
Okay.
And then I told my coach about it. He said the exact same thing. I just don't like kids who are cocky.
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Like, I'm not cocky at tournaments, but when I'm like out of the tournament, I can be cocky because it's over. But to their face, that's to a different level.
Okay. So you personally got a little bit of a confidence that if people are talking shit, you don't care. You just brush it off. What do you do if it started getting like progressively like more almost physical? Then what do you do?
Like, if they try and fight me?
Taunting you in a way that they're trying to get you to hit them.
That situation's happened before, and I just disregard it as well.
Just walk away?
Yeah.
Walk away, bitch. Pussy. Walk away. You just keep walking?
Yeah, especially if it's at school. It's not worth it. It's not worth it to get in trouble.
Okay.
I haven't gotten in trouble, at school in like since 7th grade.
Do you tell anybody? Do you tell a teacher? Be like, hey, coach.
That's none of their business.
Okay. If
My
one of your
coach-
friends
my
came
coach
up
should
to
know
you,
about it.
if one of your friends came up to you and was like, I don't want you fighting this guy, should I tell somebody? Would you support them like, finding an adult to help out with the situation?
Yeah. It's their choice. It's like, especially if it's at school, you're supposed to feel safe at school. So
Right. Oh, fair. True. Does it bother you? Are there any topics that a kid can taunt you with or bully you with that is too far?
like a trigger, like on my
Yeah.
I
Like your mama wears combat boots.
don't know what that means.
I don't know. That's your mom's dumb. You come from dumb people. Your dad's an idiot. I listened to that podcast. Your dad's an idiot.
If like
Your brother's dumb. I saw him playing baseball and soccer, and he's an idiot.
when they would like I used to get like fat things, but like
Okay.
I'm fat and successful, so screw yourself.
Right.
Qualified for nationals, being fat, so you whatever. If it's like if they don't know who my brother is,
Right.
yeah. But if they're talking about my brother, like if they've met him before, I'd be like, all right, like, you want to?
Okay. Kind of like when we go to the park and you're like, what happens if that kid does something to Sophie? You're like, just want to know where my range is.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's interesting. Because because I didn't go to college, and I didn't even think about college until like significantly well after. And then the bullying thing, I'm not like there's a different time, so I'm kind of curious to gauge where it seems to be a little bit more today. Like if you're okay and confident enough, walk away. If you need a little bit of help, friends, find your support group. All right. I got one more question. What if?
Okay.
But thank you. I'm gonna have both. I'm gonna have everybody listen to it. I'm gonna be curious to see what Pinky, Alice come up with. But thank you for helping out with the Whimsy Z questions. Different question. This is a what if. This one might be a gauntlet question.
So like my questions, bunch of what ifs.
Yeah. I don't think this one makes. Maybe I got two. The first one. You find out you have a college fund. Like I started saving money for you, college or whatever after 18. You don't know how much is technically in there today, like as a 14, almost 15-year-old. What event comes up where you're like, dip into my college fund to give me this event?
First answer is more wrestling stuff. Like if we don't have enough for wrestling, I'd be like, just pull it from the fund.
Okay.
And then if my car like breaks down or like it just completely shuts down, Dad pull some money out so I can get my car fixed or a nicer car.
You're not supposed to have that until you're 18. So you would be like, give me some of that now. Okay. What one thing would you want? Like, is there anything that you would want to buy? Like, not
The $12 you won't give me.
yeah. Is there anything like you're flipping around eBay? You never do. Or some kid at school has this. Is there anything there you're like, Dad, I need $1,000 for my college fund?
New wrestling shoes.
All right. Just FYI, you're not getting any of that money for any of those things. So
Do I have a college fund?
yeah, you do.
Okay.
You and Sophie do.
I think I've known that though.
Yeah. Sophie's will obviously be bigger because hers started
Same time as mine.
a little bit.
And you love her more.
Like hers started when she was baby. Yours started when
5, 6.
when you started like last year. It's kidding.
Do you have any more? This is fun.
Would you want to know? This one is definitely going to be a gauntlet question. Would you want to know when and how you were going to die?
When? Just how?
So you want to know a how,
Yeah.
but not the when. Why not the when?
Because then I'd just be counting my days. Live my life to the fullest. And then when I die, I die. Because then if I know when, my life's going to be circled all around trying to live the best life until then.
10 years from now, they're like, you got 10 years. You want to just, knowing that you have 10 years, you want to just like balls to the wall for 10 years?
I wouldn't go to college. I would travel the world. Try and just do everything I'd want to do. But on my last days, I'd go on a kill streak. It's like I would go out and just take out everybody that I.
But that's the opposite of what you said. You don't want to know when because you're like and I guess a lot of it's just the perspective. I guess is what you take on it is like, oh my god, I'm gonna die in 10 years, and then you just can like just cry for 10 years, or do you turn it around and be like, I want to travel and do something? Would you want to attempt to do something good in those 10 years?
Before I killed the people?
Yeah.
Yeah. All the money I'd have left, I would give it to people who need it.
Okay.
What happens if I'm a billionaire?
Like in those 10 years, you're like, in 9 years, you're like, I've built this vast empire with this like no fear attitude, knowing that it's all going to end next year. You're wrestling, you're doing all that, you're a millionaire. What did you do that last year? Try to like
go on tour, like giving people money, I guess. Be Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast. Oh, I mean, clearly he's doing fantastic with it. What would be the weirdest way to be told that you were gonna die?
Random guy, and just like I'm like waiting for like the walk sign to happen. He's like, "Hey, you're gonna die in 10 years." Or if my mom told me.
Your mom's like, I had a dream in like 10 years. What would be the weirdest way to die?
Choke on like a piece of food.
Like a marshmallow or something?
If I knew exactly when and it was like brutal, like you got like tortured,
Daddy,
I would do it myself.
I'm snack.
What? You just do it yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Like before, like obviously not today. You want to do it. Let's see what other what ifs do I got? Those are the only two that I had on hand. Hold on, I think I had one more. It is curious to see. I think that's a good Gauntlet question, to be fair, because I would be curious if some people would, because you can make an argument for both sides. Like, I mean, to be fair, you did go both sides, where you're like, I don't want to know when it's going to happen because I don't want to impact it. But then you're like, well, I guess I could just do a bunch of cool stuff. That's all I got for you. Any plans for the spring break other than just not wrestle?
I think I'm gonna hang out with like my not wrestling friends because I see them enough. I have these friends and we're all baseball friends. We all talk baseball with them. No, I think I'm gonna have a decent sleep schedule still.
You did make an observation today that you did not fall asleep at all this week.
Oh, because I've been going to sleep at like 11 and waking up at like 7. I woke up at 7:15 this morning.
Look at you. Like, and I didn't have to knock on your window?
You still called me because I was...
You sounded like you were just in and out.
What are you trying to do?
Yeah, you did take your snack. What do you want to do with your snack?
Keep pulling. Grab this side.
I think that's all we got. I got nothing else. You got any what ifs for me? Come on, give me a Mr. Shoot from the Hip. Give me a Gauntlet question we can add to the deck.
If you could go with someone deceased and have your favorite memory with them all day,
Okay.
but you had to forget every other memory you had of that person, would you do it?
Whoa. Oh, that's crazy. But would I remember that one day that I got to redo?
That's all you
So-
remember, like,
So I want to remember me and Steve's best day ever, but I don't remember anything else about Steve. Ooh. And he's not alive again. It's just one day.
you get to relive it.
Oh, that's a little bit bonkers, man. Oh, I probably won it. I think I guess it depends on like how well I knew him. Like if we were only friends for like
Homeless man.
a handful of years. Ooh, that's interesting.
Yeah, you didn't know I can come out with straight fire.
I'm gonna say I would want all of the memories instead of the one good one relived. That's my answer. I like that one though. What do you got? What's your answer?
Probably just keep it the memories too.
I guess it would have to be like a really cool day.
We won $1 million.
Right? The day you won $1 million and spent $1 million. Well, that would be interesting. To be like, because you would do all kinds of cool stuff in that day. I'd relive that. All right.
Because then you'd be able to choose more of what you could have done.
That's a good question. All right. You're still on spring break next week? You should be here next week and hang out? Okay. Well, good to have you back. Congratulations again on your wrestling. Super proud of you, man.
Thanks. Whimsy.
One more time.
Whimsy.